Alright, I have a Frontman 65. This guy was not making any noise when I got it. Wasn't doing anything. Maybe it would click on the speaker, but I unhooked it from the chassis. There was a battery in the inside. Somebody pushed in this, probably a little kid, put in a little AAA battery. It was rattling around in here. So it probably knocked something out. Who knows? All I know is that when I turn it on, it does that. And I checked with the voltmeter, and I'm getting some voltage. Let me show you. Okay, so right now it's off. You know, I'm getting some reading, probably some leftover voltage from the capacitors, but as soon as I turn it on, it spikes. So I have a negative 40 volts coming in to these speakers. That's what that sound was. And you got to be very careful. You know, this is a test speaker, so I just, you know, I use it to test things. And if you ever get this much voltage through your speaker for a long period of time, it will fry the speaker. So anytime your speakers fry or just die, that's one of the first things I check. How much volt is going through that speaker? It's 8 ohms and 40 watts. No, 50 watts. And this can handle the 40 pretty good, but eventually it will fry. I can't handle that long duration of this high voltage. Okay, as I look in here, my first glance is I really don't see anything out of the ordinary. And if I check the transistor, you know, I am getting 43 volts. But what I do also notice is if I check I'm getting 40 volts. So that should not be happening at all. That should be 0, because this is actually the sound that's going in. It's a positive sound going in. The negative side is over there, and I can't reach over there right now, but I pretty much got the same reading, but I was getting it on the negative side. And then, of course, both of those go into the speaker outputs and then go into the speaker. So something is going on before these transistors. When I check these resistors, I'm getting 40 volts here. I'm getting 40 volts over here, and these are probably the negative. Okay, that one, there's something going on. I get negative 16 volts. I should be getting negative 40 volts. And then over here, oh, there we go. This one is the problem. And I have a feeling that it's loose. Yep, there you go. We got a broken resistor, snapped, probably during movement. Let me solder that in and see if that fixes the problem. Okay, so I finally got the board off of the chassis, and it looks like somebody's actually worked on this before. I'm seeing that these solder points have, you can tell they're kind of dark, you know, and they have a little bit of residue. This one has actually burned a little bit. So this one probably has been known to have that problem. I'm seeing some more solder points over here that have been changed. This amp, it's a 2005 board. Doesn't necessarily mean that it came out in 2005, but you know, if on this side it looks like they're okay. Let me get that resoldered, and I'll probably use a higher gauge solder, because I'm pretty sure whatever they used here is a little too weak. Alright. Okay, I got my trusty desoldering iron. You just got to heat it up. Make sure it's heated up all the way through. And plunge. Still some residue. Do it again. Still some more. What in the world? Looks like there's something stuck in there. Probably that broken piece. So even after I plunged, there was still some stuff in there. Probably a broken piece. There we go. Just clear the hole, that way I could put the resistor through. I gotta make sure and see it. You can barely see it there, but it's good enough. Time to solder. Some people over solder. I really don't think that it needs that much. As long as it makes the connection, it'll hold. But just because it says it's there doesn't mean anything. I gotta make sure that the ohms are correct. This looks like it's a 5 watt, 330 ohm. I think it's 10% its value. And okay, I got the resistor in. Now it's time to put this thing back together and see if I have sound. Okay, I think I got it all hooked up. I got the ground going. I hooked up the reverb even though it's not connected. I didn't put all the screws in. I don't like to put all the screws in until I know for sure it's working. But I got the main screws in already. Resistors connected. All the other resistors checked fine. If I turn it on, it's on. I got no sound. Let me check voltage. So before, before I was getting different voltages. Oh, I know why. You gotta have it on the right setting. Let me check again. Okay, now I got -16 here. I got 16 here. That makes more sense. And before these were coming at 40. Let me check the transistors. That's normal. Okay, that's more like it. This is This is more like it for a transistor. Let me check the... Perfect. So I'm not getting any sound because there's no sound in here. Let me plug in the guitar and see if I get sound. So I get sound. Not only that, the drive works. So this amp's done. It's a Fender Frontman 65R. I love Fender amps because they're actually pretty easy to work on. There's no tricks behind them. Everything's pretty straightforward as far as the circuit goes. Marshalls, they're pretty much the same. Even the tube ones are so easy to work on, but you see all of the chips in there, or all of the parts, they're easily replaced. So if you have a Fender, you have no worries, bring them on to me. I can get them working for you, no problem.